What's up, peoples? It's Gendo here. Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another draft mode. And today we got ourselves a special guest for you. You know him by the name of One True Nerd. I know him also by One True Nerd, but also better known as Matt. Matt, thank you for the channel. Thanks for stopping by.
Hello, Mr. Brian. How are you? How is America? Is it still there?
America is definitely still here. It's just a little overcast outside, but I'm sure it's not nuclear winter and just a random storm coming. So no worries about that.
Nuclear winter.
Oh, God. Well,
Overstated.
Anyway, politics and current events aside, today's draft mode is going to be focusing on, well, all the, not the Premier League winners, but just the European winners domestically over the last year. Since the European season is just about to start anew, let's go back and celebrate all the past winners by only picking players from those domestic league winners. So Real Madrid, Chelsea, Juventus, Benfica, etc., etc. We got ourselves the max budget, we got a 2-minute time limit, and the added rule is you can only choose 2 players max from any given team. So if you choose 2 Bayern players, you can no longer pick any more Bayern players. You got to nix that out and go look for something else. Matt, sound fair?
I suppose I'll have to agree to those terms regardless.
I mean, you have to. It's my channel. It's my rules. You got to deal with it. But I think we can abide and get underneath the budget. Well, try to get underneath the budget. 18 players max. Let's just get right into it and see who exactly is going to be picking first.
Marvelous.
And it looks like I am going to be first pick in the draft once again. And actually, last time we did this draft once before, and well, Matt had the lovely time of completely ballsing it up by picking 3 players that were not from a domestic league winner. So that's why we're having to do this again.
The fault of breaking, right? That's what
you can blame it on the filter. And
throw me right into the bus, Brian. That's not.
And I mean, it's not sour grapes on my part either because I lost that mode, but I lost that match. But anyway, we're gonna pick over once again, and I'm gonna go with my number 1 pick that I had last time around, and that was the big Pole, Robert Lewandowski from Bayern.
Marvelous. Right, I'm gonna go sensible. I'm gonna remember that I need to sign a goalkeeper because that's usually an important thing.
Just a little bit.
For some reason, my club's thing isn't up again. So as we discussed before, I don't have clubs up, but hopefully it's all fine and nothing's going to break. I'm going to go hard or go home with my goalkeeper though.
And that is?
That's 1.
Ooh,
yes.
Gigi Buffon.
It is.
You Mr. Man, you, because that was going to be my goalkeeper pick. You're learning from me from last time.
And I'm also going hard in the middle. That's what she said. With this next one as well. Important.
N'Golo Kante is definitely an important pick. You need to have that rock in the center of the park. Me, I'm going to continue on with my attacking-minded play. I'm going to go with the winger, and I'm going to go with the young Monaco winger, Thomas Headley-Lamar, at £20.5 million. And for those of you who are old enough to get that joke, I salute you. And now I might as well pick somebody at the back as well. I'm going to need a goalkeeper, and a decent enough goalkeeper at that. But can I find one for a bargain? But anyway, I'm going to go with a cheap goalkeeper myself, though, at $6.75 million from Feyenoord, the Aussie Brad Jones.
Oh, wow. That's an interesting pick.
I think it's a decent pick.
You say decent. Interesting is probably more appropriate.
The first controversial pick of the day.
Yeah, you could say that. It's not a great choice.
See, the reason why we did 2 minutes to begin with is to compensate for the lag that we had the first time around. Now that it doesn't seem like we're going to have any lag,
we
got all the time in the world.
It sounds like it was your computer, Brian. Your side. All America's fault, basically. That's what I'm hearing on the grapevine. Right. How much? Oh, I've got ages still. This is amazing. I'm loving this. Newfound freedom. No rushing. I can just take my time. Saunter along as if I'm not even being, pushed or anything.
Yeah, but we do have a time limit for this draft mode. I would like to keep it under a certain amount of time. So go make your pick, damn it.
Right. I'm going a bit weird with this forward signing. These forward pick.
You're going with Lee Griffiths, the man from Celtic.
Indeed.
I'm going to go down the center of the park, go down the spine, and I'm picking somebody up from Shakhtar. He may be familiar to you. He just goes by one name, and that name is Fred.
Oh,
the Brazilian Fred.
Well, there's been multiple Brazilian Freds.
Yeah, but it's the Brazilian Fred from Shakhtar, and he looks a damn fine midfielder in the middle of the park, a decent pace, great technical ability.
The non-good Fred.
Nah, I guess not. And then to round out my Monaco picks, I'm going with another midfielder, a youngster, who has just been picked up, and I forget where he got picked up to, but it's a Tiamue Bakayoko.
Ooh, interesting. Yeah, I think he was actually fairly decent when I brought him on, so I'm going to reuse him.
That name does sound familiar, Gokhan Ganul.
Yeah, he was pretty good, I think, if I remember correctly. If he wasn't, oh well, screwed it up. Never mind. Assuming your filters will work. Feyenoord definitely won, didn't they? Yeah, of course they did. Just thought I'd better check.
Yes, they did.
There we go then. In you go, sir. There we go. Being different. Stretching the minds of the people.
Elgero Elia. I've never heard of you, but let's take a look and see how exactly good you are. Oh, boy.
Oh, yeah.
Those technical abilities, 17 dribbling, 16 first touch. That's a something.
He's going to tear you apart. I'm just saying it now.
Well, that being said, I need to get some center backs and wing backs that can actually help me out. And in fact, there might be one that could do that, and that is a Mr. Man from Chelsea, Gary Cahill. In fact, I might as well go with his Chelsea teammate, and that is Mr. David Luiz.
Ooh, an all Chelsea centre-half pairing. Marvellous. Well, I'm going for a Football Manager favourite.
And that is Alvarez. Oh, Eder Alvarez Balanta. Great stuff there. Unfortunately, it does seem like his potential is starting to fall off after moving to Basel.
Unfortunately, it's a bit annoying, but yeah, I know where I'm going. I'm going. There we go.
Kurt Zuma. That's a decent center backing pair right there. I mean, I'm scrapping right now, so I have no idea who I should be going after. Let's go with somebody from not really a Polish giant, but a Polish team, Artur Jedrzejczyk. And yes, that is exactly how you pronounce it. And then on the right-hand side, since Jedrzejczyk is on the left, we're going to go with Celtic right back Michael Lustig.
Oh, interesting. Very interesting.
Add him into the club.
I'm just checking that I'm not making any more mistakes. I'm keen to not do that. So, yeah, that's one, because this is going to annoy you.
Moussa Dembele. I saw that just as I was looking at a player. Yeah. Oh, you cheeky bastard.
Wow. Strong words. My difficulty now is not duplicating players. Or duplicating teams, sorry, not duplicating players.
We're going with Paulo Dybala. Oh, God, you just spent your load on that one.
Yep, I've gone hard. That's what she said.
Yeah, you kind of did. That's a big spend right there. I unfortunately cannot do that right now. So we're going to go with a couple of decent players. Backup center back from, he is Swedish, but he's not from Sweden. Eric Johansson is coming from Copenhagen, the Danish champions.
I love
Copenhagen.
Yeah. I was there not too long ago. It's a nice place.
But anyway, back to the draft, and we're going to go with a center attacking mid from the Croatian champs of last year, Rijeka, Mario Gavranovic.
Right, let's filter this down. What I should probably do is remove the teams from the filter list that I can no longer select. Oh,
that would help. Well, you just passed your pick, so
did I?
There you go.
Nonsense.
Yeah, you did. It took too long. You passed your first pick.
Bloody hell! I managed to waste 2 minutes.
Yeah, how about that?
And now it's picked the wrong bloody player as well. Marvellous.
Tomas Rincon.
That was not the player I wanted to pick.
Oh, yeah, that's right. He was still on Benfica last year before Manchester United picked him up. Victor Lindelof. Let's go, buddy.
Oh, no.
Yeah, you know what? Let's get rid of Benfica in one fell swoop. Andre Horta, 19-year-old, for £11.25 million.
Well, I've got to really curtail my spending slightly now.
You're at 35 million. I'm at 39 million. I'm right there.
I need
and I got 5 players to choose.
This isn't working at all. It's better. To be fair, it's Ben. Oh, there we go. There's something of it. You're useless. You're bloody He's got a really good name, but the rest of him is nonsense.
Midfield Renato Tapia.
So that's good.
You know what? I do love a bit of Tapia.
This is another sort of Football Manager-ish pick, like very high potential at one point. went to Villa, never really realised it, and then has subsequently been forgotten.
Joras Okore. Honestly, never heard of you.
Really? Brian, come on. Up your knowledge.
Aston
sunshine.
Villa, and then went to Copenhagen. Yeah. I'm sorry, man. He was that irrelevant for me. I'm sorry.
You're such a bully, Brian.
Let's go with finishing out my Feyenoord pick, Terrence Kongolo as a defender, and I'm pretty much done with my defenders at this point in time. And then we're going to go with a Baselman, Mohamed El Yanusi. I believe Football Manager players do know him because back a couple years ago he did develop into a pretty decent center mid, actually center attacking mid. But once again, since going to Basel, has really dropped off his development.
That's Basel ticked off.
Michael Lang. All right. Oh, I like his hair. Jeez.
Yeah, that's basically why I signed him.
That is graceful.
Graceful. He's like an eagle. There we go.
Dario Serna. Oh, buddy.
Oh, yeah.
That's a name I haven't heard in a long time.
Oh, yeah. I've got 8 million to play with, so that's going to go well.
Yeah, it's definitely going to go well. I'm going to go with my first Besiktas player, and that is Gökhan Inler, which cuts me down to 12 million pounds. And then, oh boy, I need to either go down the middle or go out the wings. In fact, I should probably go out the wings. So I'm going to use 9.75 million pounds to pick up Wanderson from Ludogorets. Well, I have 1 pick left, and I need 2.3 million pounds to figure it out.
Blimey. So how many players have you picked? How big is your squad size right now?
17. I need 1 more.
I've got 15. That's not right, is it? Boom.
Kylian Mbappe. Oh boy. In fact, I believe I picked him last time around.
Yes, I thought I've got to stick it to you again.
Okay.
I've got 625k to get signed 2 players. This might not actually happen.
Also, Kylian Mbappe, his stats going to skyrocket in FM18.
I don't even know if this guy actually exists, but it fills a hole.
It fills a need.
I don't know if there's any other players left. I might not be able to sign anyone with the amount I've got. I've got nearly 500k actually. That's more than I thought I had left.
Meanwhile, all eyes on Mr. Matt.
All eyes on me. It's what all eyes on you, is it not? You've got 2 picks apparently.
All eyes on me.
You're holding
also
the whole shebang up.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I thought it was your pick, but anyway, since I got 1 more pick, I'm going to finish out my Celtic quota, and we're going to go with youngster Christopher Ayer.
Marvellous.
And that is the at.
Well, I'm going to have to complete because I can't sign anyone else. There is no one else who's available for the amount I've got left.
For 500,000? I'm sure there is. I saw a couple of players for 200k.
Yeah, oh well. I'll just complete with 17. I'm fine with that. If you're fine with that.
All right, you're doing exactly what I did last time. I finished off with 17 and thought it worked well. Turned out it didn't. But anyway, that's the end of the draft. We're going to have to figure out our formations and see how the hell we're going to cobble all these players together and see who could beat each other. So don't go anywhere. We'll be back in a second. Right, it's now time for the match versus your Gendo FM All-Stars and the One True Nerd All-Stars, taking place at the Gendo Arena. And it says that, Matt, you're the favorites. I highly disagree with that since you're traveling to my park.
It's marginal. I don't know where this guy's got his news from. 442. I thought it was a reputable establishment. Apparently not. Lies.
I guess not either. But now we're taking a look at the lineups. 4-2-3-1 on my end, and you're going with a 3-4-1-2. Excuse me. I believe I've seen this formation before.
You might have seen it
in one of your videos.
You might have seen it.
Yeah, I might have seen it. But anyway, starting line for me, got Brad Jones in net, Lindelof, Louise, Cahill, Congolo on the back, Horta, Fred in the middle, Vanderson, Gavranovic, Lamar in the attacking mid spot, and the big pole sitting up front. And what do you got, Matt? What do you got for us?
I've got Buffon in net, a back 3 partnership. Can you call it a part? I call it a triumvirate. That's better. Of Alvarez, Balanta, Akor, and Zuma with Augustinsson, Tapia, not to be confused with Tapioca, Kante and Elliott across the midfield with Dybala backing up Griffiths and Dembele up front. It's masterful, if I couldn't say so myself.
I mean, Paulo Dybala really needs to watch his step because, he's going with 2 Scottish giants right there. I don't even know if he could even fit within the Scottish system, if he can even play in the Scottish system with Dembele and Griffiths sitting up top. But anyway, we'll see how that gets on.
There's even a handshake at the start here, Brian. I'm not sure.
Yeah,
I'm
look at
convinced
that.
by that. That's a thing, to be honest.
It's a very tense and firm handshake.
Stared into the eyes of the devil, I think. That's what it feels like.
Mm-hmm. More trying to psych the opponents out.
Yeah, it's a cool, icy stare.
Mm.
I mean, that noise
didn't
really help, did it?
No, it really didn't. At least I do have a couple of players that like to play in blue along the back line in Louise and Cahill. What a cross in! And already 30 seconds in, and the action is going our way. Kongolo, though, really needs to hold on to the ball. So,
but Zuma.
I was about to say nice distribution, but great interception by Zuma.
Dembele. Oh, is this going to be like clockwork? Oh,
Just outside the post, Dybala.
That was a save. Damn it! I thought, how was that not a clear-cut chance? Obviously,
Brad Jones.
Massive wall.
Brad Jones, it was a save, but with the power on that shot, it still could have gone in.
Could have gone anywhere. It literally did. Can we clear this, please? We haven't.
David Luiz with the long throw. Falls to Andre Horta. He could hit it from the top of the D. Vanderson, too. Fred. Someone take a shot. Fred. Oh, for the bar.
Fred was...
I don't know what Fred was aiming for.
That person at the back row, I think. Augustinson on the corner this time. Whips it in. It's cleared only as far as Balanto, who knocks it back to Augustinson. Can he whip it in? He has. Oh, cleared again.
Mark 'em,
Kante.
guys.
Lee
Griffiths.
Griffiths. Yes! There we
Lee
go.
Griffiths.
That's how it's done. That's how it's done. That's how it's done.
Where's my marking?
I should do that in a Scottish accent. It's all over the shop. Look at that. One touch to take it away from 3 defenders. And, well, Brad Jones has done what Brad Jones does best. I'll lie on the floor a bit and make it look like I've dived.
There was an attempt. It wasn't a good attempt.
Lewandowski.
Thomas
a great
Lamar
ball to Lamar.
crossing in,
Played-
please. There it is!
Cross.
Lewandowski with the
Oh,
equalizer.
come
The
on.
instant reply.
I thought far post crosses were banned.
You have obviously not played FM17 this year. The crosses are alive and well.
Obviously not. Far post. At least it wasn't a fullback this time from deep. It's a good ball in. Defenders have slept on that one. There's 3 of them. You'd think that one of them might be able to do something about it.
They were protecting it in case it went down the middle, but Lewandowski just went too far wide. Speaking of too far wide, Moussa Dembele getting the ball out there. Takes a shot. Brad Jones actually making a save. Congratulations, Brad. You done well. Inside to Lewandowski. He's got options in front of him.
Buffon, what the hell was that? It was some sort of clapping at the ball shit going on.
Some major spillage
Nonsense.
going out for a corner.
Major spillage.
Major spillage. Salute. Nice.
Ellie has not done anything there. Kongolo's just beasted him, although he's gone back against...
Ellie is just bad
This
to
is
worse.
Scrappy nonsense, isn't it?
To Griffiths.
Barlett.
Oh,
Griffiths
safe for
again.
Jones. Oh, you don't see those too often.
Griffiths has been... No, he's rocketed that.
Griffiths,
in.
though,
Get him on free
Griffiths
kicks.
is putting in a masterclass performance of forward play.
Oh, this is...
Elliot with the deep throw.
Well, we've got
to
10 minutes
Zuma,
left of the first
to
half.
Kante, to Dybala, squaring it up.
Oh, he's pissed that away, hasn't he?
Kinda
Jesus
has.
Christ. That's a great
Back out
ball
to
by
Augustus
Dybala.
in.
Can he cross it? Far post. Oh, I needed another swear then. Fortunately for you, I didn't.
Oh, cheers. We've gone into the swear jar that I do not have at this point in time. But halftime, 1-1. I think it's fair to say it's a pretty even match. Both sides getting decent chances. I think you've had a little bit more on the attacking side. But we're both putting on the pressure.
We are. It's
Putting on the pressure like Spurs did last season.
I feel like my centre halves can't really do the whole 3 at the back thing particularly well.
I never really
none of
liked
them are
a
doing
3 at the back formation. I can never just get it right. So I've always scrapped it.
No, I can't. But that's a great ball to Dembele. He's got to finish it.
He could have, because Brad Jones took forever to react to that ball.
If Augustinson can see... Oh, he's seen Dybala. He can't get there, but Dembele
Dembele, they're
can.
great
Come on,
shots,
finish.
but off the face.
Goodness
Cannons
sake.
off the face of Brad Jones. That was the only way he could have made that save. Yeah, Dembele and Lee Griffiths. I mean, your Scottish partnership, yeah, they're getting a lot of shots, but the finishing is letting you down.
That's a great nod on my...
Ilya, but it falls to Fred.
Let's get this Fred
Fred,
off the ball, shall
just
we?
pump it long. Just get it out of our area. Great distribution up to Lewandowski. Gets through to Nisi, who's just been subbed on to Thomas Lamar. He's got to finish it, but he doesn't.
Oh, he dear me. That
was
good.
just about one-on-one with the keeper, and he skied it. Or the highlight's still going. Mbappe to Dybala. He is all alone, and there it is.
Yes! Come on!
Damn it.
I was going to say Bosch Bundesliga, but he plays in Italy, so that doesn't work there. But there we go. Look at that. Mbappe, straight on there. Pings it over the top. Dybala in. Edge of the area. Waits for Branjo to commit.
Too
easy.
Damn, the difference maker, Mbappe, coming on.
I think the change, my sort of substitution has seemed to stem the tide and turn it in my favour once again. But we've still got game to play.
Still have a lot of time, man. Free kick.
Got a free kick with Thomas.
Lamar doesn't really go to anybody. Elyounoussi, top of the box to David Luiz.
This is
to Lamar, takes the shot.
Angle.
Oh, Buffon. It looked like it was curling in, but
this is why I tend to not watch things on 3D. Because you can't tell what the bloody hell is actually going to happen. Mbappe's charging forwards.
That's a
great
one-on-ones again.
There we go.
Damn it.
That's a juicy, fruitful partnership right there. Right there. Dybala gets his second of the game, as does Mbappe get his second assist of the game.
Like I said, Mbappe, difference maker. As soon as he comes on, he just knows how to find. To find the main man up front, and he could score goals. Oh, come on, Thomas! You gotta do better than that.
Yeah, he's had a poor game, hasn't he, Mr. Lamar? Probably thinks he's too busy doing bloody hell. That tackle,
Headley. Oh, god damn it. The name is.
Augustin.
Augustin going in with 2 feet, and he doesn't get carded. What is up with that?
Ref not giving a shit today.
The ref's probably like, that was a foot and a half. It's not that bad. Elyounoussi inside. Oh, off the bar. Come on, ref. Oh.
There we go. He's been saved by the bar. Gonna attack him.
Come on, Gorkin.
Looks like someone's gonna attack
Gokin
him.
Inler. What happened to Gokin?
Oh, Mbappe. Is he gonna get
a trio of hat-trick? Brad Jones there. If Brad Jones let that one go in, I would have just been.
If only that animation had been accurate. That's poor. We need to sort.
Yeah, but you're 3-1 up with 5 minutes left to go. It almost seems assured that you're going to win at this point in time.
I'm a perfectionist.
Fred to Lewandowski to Elyounoussi to Vanderson. That's a great passing.
That deserved a goal. That was beautiful, Brian. I'll let
you
have
that
one.
Entire setup was just majestic. Fred to Leva.
That looked really
one
good.
touch.
Oh, that was filthy.
And then one touch shot from Vanderson.
Buffon, questionable.
Hey, you got a hand to it. He was right there.
It's been a reasonably even game, in all honesty. It's
like I said, the possession was relatively the same. I had a little more there. You had more shots, and that's really is what caused it. Is you put a lot of pressure on our back line and Brad Jones in general, forcing Brad Jones to work.
High quality
is what caused us to lose.
It's a marvellous performance from my boys, it has to be said. Other than Mr. Dembele, who was absolutely woeful. But as soon as Mbappe came on, changed the game completely. 2 assists.
I'm very disappointed. Victor Lindelof, 6'4", average rating. Oh, but anyway, once again, Matt, I'd like to thank you very much for stopping by the channel and participating in a draft mode and handing me another defeat. I bet you're happy about that.
Quite alright. I am, absolutely.
And I'm sure if you want to do this at any other time, maybe do a draft on your channel under different circumstances, I could very much be accommodating and obliged to that.
As long as those circumstances that you still lose, then we can sort something out.
I make no guarantees, but the way I've been going in FM17, that'll probably be the case. But anyway, for myself and for Matt, I'd like to thank you guys for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, please go and drop it a like, share, and subscribe if you're new. And if you want to leave a comment below on what you thought about myself or Matt, please go and do so. Also, Matt's descriptions and his social media stuff will be in the description box below. But for everybody in the audience, Matt, where can they find you?
They can find me at www.twitch.tv, one of the slashes, One True Nerd, or on YouTube at well, One True Nerd UK, or Twitter is also One True Nerd UK, because some fiendish American girl has tweeted once from One True Nerd, which means I can't have it. Sly bitch.
Well, like I said, all of his information will be in the description box below. And for both of us, I'd like to say thank you very much for watching. I've been Gendo, you've been awesome, and I'll see you next time. Take care, and peace out.